Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shaira and I post planner and lettering videos on this channel. So today I actually have a flip through of my Estelle cloud. I don't think I've ever done an actual flip through on my channel, not even for like my bullet journal or anything like that. So this is definitely different, but I wanted to show you guys my setup before I kind of transition it over to fall. For the fall, I am moving into a different color of cloud. So it'll be pretty much the same planner, just in a different color. And stay tuned to the end because there's a little surprise for you guys if you kind of stick around. But yeah, anyways, let's jump right into it. So you guys have seen me talk about my A5 wide Estelle cloud. This is the lilac daydream color. I unboxed this on YouTube when I first got it, but it is a lot more chunky now. I think you can kind of see there's a lot of inserts that I have going on there. I haven't set up a planner since my A6 planner, which I had maybe 2 years ago now. So it's been a while, and the A5 wide is just way bigger, that you just need like full sheets of paper and stuff like that. So it took me a bit of time to even like flesh it out, to like figure out what inserts I wanted in it. But I have come to where I'm at today. Before I get into the inserts, or the actual inside, I'm gonna show you guys the dangles that I have on here. Let me just zoom you guys in. So I have two dangles hanging off of my planner right now. This first one, the purple one, is this moon one from Carolyn Plans. I really love her dangles. They're really simple, but I just love them. For the ring style, she actually has them where you could just hang it off of the last ring of your planner, which is really cool. And then I also have this, which is from a Simply Gilded box from several years ago. I haven't been subbed to the Simply Gilded box for a while because I have just too much washi. But this was one of the last boxes I got, which is a boba themed box. So I wanted to put this on here. Going into my left side pockets, like I said, I do mix my metals, so there's a lot of like gold and actually even rose gold in here. But so here on the biggest pocket, I just have one of these like intricate doily kind of style cutout papers. You guys have probably seen this. This is from Michaels. And then in the second pocket, I have this one journaling card from a very old Simply Gilded box. It says Dare to be Dazzling. I believe it was like galaxy themed and like crystal themed maybe. So I just kept that in there because I think it matched the color. And then here inside all of the pockets, I'll zoom you guys in so you can see things a little better. So here I have this little die cut which says hello, my name is, and then I lettered my name in it. Behind it is like half a doily. I just kind of cut it in half so that it'll just fit perfectly inside, and then I lined it up so that the little name tag will fit inside like so. And then here I have a gold doily. I think this is from one of my orders. I don't know exactly where this was from. But it's just in there. And then I also have this Team Boba die cut, which is from Paper Kumiko, and I did stick some washi on the back of it. I don't know if you can tell. It has come off a little bit, but it's just there so it doesn't move around too much. So I have it so that it's set up to peek out like that, so it doesn't just fall in all the way. In this next pocket, I actually have this die cut stuck on to this sticky. Are they sticky? Yeah. So these sticky notes. This one is from Simply Gilded. I actually don't know if it was part of a box. I think it might have been like a different set, but it was gifted to me, so I wasn't really sure. But it says Bright Ideas, and I just really love that, and it kind of peeks on top of the pocket. I stuck on this die cut, same thing with the boba insert, so that it, or die cut I mean, so that it kind of pops out the way I want it to. This is from a shop that I think is no longer open. It was from Pink Paper Plane, and I really love her art style. It's super cute. It says I'm very busy. And so if I just shove this all the way in, it just kind of fits the way I want it to. I love that this fits like pretty much exactly in there. Here in these pockets, I have this washi card from The Giving Girl. It fit perfectly in there, so I figured I'd put it in there. And then this is a die cut from Rose and Tea Shop. I think it's sticky, but I didn't stick it on. I'm always so scared of like sticking things on because I feel like I'm just gonna regret it when I want to like move things around or change things up. So I just kind of try to keep them like washi down or just like insert it as I want to. And then this is just a photo of me and my boyfriend. This was taken at one of those, what are they called? Purikura machines in Japan, like the ones that make you look very kawaii. So this came in like a bigger, like 4x6 size photo, and then there were individual photos in there, and I really liked how this one kind of looked like a Polaroid, so I did cut it out and just put it in there, and it fixed perfectly. So there's that. That's like the front pocket. As for the first string, I actually don't have anything in it, just because I felt weird about like writing on things when they were on the string, just because the rings get in your way, which I'll show you that later as well. But so I've kept them on here. I don't really want to cut them out because I think the holes would just bother me more. But in general, I do have these there just in case I want to use them. I did debate on hooking on these like charms that I have on the bottom onto that instead, but it just moved around way too much for my liking. So it just kind of stays there and is a little bit more of a just background element, I guess. Alright, so going into the actual meat of the content of this planner, it goes pretty thick, as you can see. Oops, I guess this one doesn't count. Let me see. So it's this thick right now. It could totally be thicker. I can still close my planner on like the inside closure thing. But so the things in here, some of them are DIY'd, some of them are printables that I've printed, some of them are things I've bought, so I'll kind of call out where I got them from. But if things are DIY'd or things like that, I will link the materials below if they're still available. So this first sheet, I don't know if you can tell, it's probably a little hard to tell from the lighting, but it does have like iridescent pieces inside. So it's just like acetate with iridescent pieces like that. I did just overlay it on top of a couple of things, and I just like how you can see what's under it, and it just kind of adds a little bit of dimension to it. So I really love that. For all of the acetate type things that I use, this is actually laminate, and I use 7 mil, so it is a lot thicker than like your average 3 mil, so it's like almost a little over twice as thick as like your average like laminate that you use for school stuff. So it's pretty thick, pretty sturdy, and I really like it. It feels a lot more substantial when I flip through. This is the very famous girl bun situation from Planner Press. I really like this. I do kind of want to put like a vinyl on top maybe. I have this almost the same vinyl, but I'm too scared to stick something on there for now. So it's gonna stick as is. This is actually a digital paper that I printed out, and this was from Kittenish Girl Plants. Here I have like my inbox situation. There's just a couple of stickies that I have here just in case I need one. And then I do just have like these die cuts. I need to like stick them down so they don't move around, same way with my other ones. But this is a adhesive pocket that I did stick on. The actual dashboard is actually pretty thick as well. It's a lot more bendy than the ones I'm using that I made myself. This one's from Planner Press as well. And then the vinyls themselves I actually made for myself. So these are just a font that I use and cut out of vinyl. So this pocket, I can put stuff in it as I need to, but there's a bunch of pockets in this planner, so I felt like I could also just add in like die cuts for now, and then if I have anything that I need to put in, I'll take them out and move them out. But so the actual inbox, this is actually from, I'm actually not too familiar with what the shop is, but I will link it below. And I just found it on Etsy because I was looking for inboxes specifically. So this insert just has a lot of boxes and then a checkbox. So if ever I just have my planner out and I just need to write something down super quickly before I need to move it to like whichever section it goes, I'll just kind of write it down. I might even write it for like random ideas that I get, and then I'll move it to like a brain dump section of my planner. So I have a couple of pages of that. Skipping over to the next tab. So I actually have tabs here, which these are from Planner Press as well. Let me zoom you in really quickly. So it might be a little hard to tell, but I have these like frosted, like clear or translucent tabs. I don't know if you can read like what it says, but I just wrote on like clear paper like what the sections are. just because I feel like I'll be changing it out quite often. For a lot of these sections, I did actually put vinyls on it. I forgot to put one on the feature log before filming, but I will be making it after as I kind of transition my planner a bit over. Anyways, going back to that, so that's just the tab for it, so I could just tab over to it, and it is this translucent material. Got this from Planner Press. There are a couple of options for this, but I really like the look of this, so it's kind of like almost like a vellum. So this is actual vellum, also from Planner Press. It's just a year at a glance. I just kind of like seeing like the months and what they look like overall. This one is a printable paper from Milk and Berries Art, I believe. I just got it from their Etsy. And then I do also have 2021 from Planner Press in here. I've just kept it in here even though like 2021 is a mile away from now, but if you think about it, we're already in September. So I'll just pretty much just be transitioning out 2020 once this year is done. I mean, this year has been a mess for everyone, but anyways. This is just some paper from Michaels that I've added into it. Oh yeah, before I like keep going, by the way, I don't really have like a full-on theme for what like my setup is. I feel like for seasons like fall and then Christmas, I'll probably keep it a little bit more seasonal. I don't know how much I'll transition this over for fall. Definitely for Christmas and like winter, I'll probably do that. But overall, these are just like general things that I like. There's a little bit more of a hint of like my favorite colors. So it's like blues and pinks and purples. So some of these things might be more like galaxy-ish because of like just that general mix of colors. And obviously that goes really well with like the lilac color as well. Here, this is actually the start of my future log inserts, but it had the title on it, which I don't really like those pages personally. I keep them as is. Sometimes I'll cover them up, and it just really depends. But this one is just a A6 postcard from Two Bees, which I got in an order not too long ago, and I did just stick it down with some washi. I didn't fully stick it on so I could still lift it up, just because, like I said, I just like the less permanent options for some of these things, and it holds up really well anyway, so I'm just gonna keep it at that for now. I just really love this art. I love that it's diverse and it's just so pretty in general, so I wanted to put that in my planner. Flipping over, these are my future log inserts. Like I said, I think ratio-wise, I have way more Miscellaneous printables inserts, mostly because I actually print my inserts through my laser printer, which is monochrome. And so a lot of the inserts that Miscellaneous releases are really good monochrome, actually. So I did just kind of do that. My future log actually starts in July of 2020, and I did use the same paper as I do for my regular Plan With Me, so this is a lot thicker of paper. I forgot what weight, but I will link the paper down below as well. So I did just have it start in July of 2020, and then it ends December of 2021, so I'll be able to keep these inserts through the end of next year. Next, I do have the monthly section, which I have this vinyl. Like I said, I did just make these myself. So I just picked out a font and then I just cut it out. But yeah, so I just stuck it on to the little tabs that I got from Planner Press. This paper is, I believe, from like a Michaels paper pad from several years ago, so I don't really know if that's available. But a lot of these paper pads aren't double-sided, so I did stick on another type of paper behind it. So this one is actually from Milk and Berries Art as well. So this one's actually really thick because it's two like cardboardy papers together. So it's a little thicker, but I mean, it's kind of just something in between. And then here, I have this white piece of paper. I guess it's more cardstock based. I rounded the corners and then I put on this envelope, which my order from the Giving Girl actually came in, and I just put sugar, spice, and everything nice. I just thought this was really nice. So basically it comes like this, and I messed up the end at some point when I was taking off the sticker, but I did just cut a slit into it so that this little flap could slit in, and it is a little smaller and I didn't want to punch through it, and that's why I stuck it onto some other paper. But I thought it was really cute to have a pocket in there. But so here I just have this one postcard which says Save the USPS and Black Lives Matter. You guys all know already what's going on in the world, so I just wanted to have this in. This was actually from a separate order I had for some earrings. Definitely, obviously, recommend supporting Black-owned businesses, especially in the community, as well as the USPS in general, because our small businesses literally rely on it. A lot of your stickers come through the USPS, and that's how it stays cheap for you to get them. Moving on anyways, so this is what the inside of the like envelope that I got my order in looks like. So your stickers come in on this side. Giving Girls, Jennifer's packaging is amazing. I didn't know what to put in here. I was probably gonna put stickers at one point, but I had other places to put stickers, but so I just put these in. These are photo cards which I got through my Map of the Soul limited edition Army Bomb, and so I didn't want to stick them on. Again, same thing here, that I just didn't want to like ruin it and then end up wanting to move it, so I'm just trying to keep them in there. But I just love that I have BTS in this little pocket, so I'm just gonna keep them all there. I did have like J-Hope and Namjoon in the front just because they are my favorites, but I kind of just mix everyone else because I love them all. I don't believe in solo stands, just FYI, not to start any drama there. But yeah, anyways, moving on to the next page. So this next page, I did just make this myself. I just have a bunch of like glitter pieces and stuff like that. So I just put this in this laminate. Same thing as like that little cover I showed earlier. It is 7 mils, so it's a lot thicker. And then here, this paper is actually from Kittenish Girl Jess. I printed it on vellum, which it looks really nice. And then here, to cover up like those little cover pages, I did put this girl from Van Sticky, which this is so old to be honest with you guys. And then I just put on like watercolor style like washi under it, just to cover up the whole page, but I kind of like how that turned out. So like I said, this is my monthly section. This is for like my monthly highlights, which I haven't done them in quite some time. But so this is the same size as EC monthly kits, so I could totally use like monthly kits that I've bought previously, and I do have like printables that I've been eyeing for like monthly pages, so I'll probably end up doing that. This next section goes into my weekly section, which is probably my most used section. You guys see my plan with me's in this general section all the time. It might be a little hard to see the vinyls on camera, but I do have just the frosted material again, and then it's just this hollow, and it's a thinner font, so it's there. And then I just have the clear sticker that I've just written on and stuck on myself. So I have 2 vellums here. This one is from Michaels. This one I believe is from Gabriella Elena Designs. This is really, really old though. It's from one of her kits from a while back. But I really love the print of it. This insert or this divider, you guys have seen me make this on a video actually. This was one where I tried to make something with the Archer and Olive acrylograph pens, and I've kept this in here because I just love this quote, and I feel like I need more like quote pages in this planner. I feel like I did that a lot with like my bullet journal, and it just felt right. I feel like I need to put them in like different sections just as like motivation, or like just to kind of theme it better and stuff like that. But I really love how this turned out, so I did bring that in there. This next page is actually the start of my weekly inserts, and then I did just stick these on. This is actually a sticky note from Simply Gilded, which I've never used it. I've just used it decoratively. And then this is actually from an order from See Amy Draw. So Amy just wrote my name out on one of these little stickers, and then I just stuck it on. But so what I have here is I started marking my months actually, which I'm gonna flip through to the very back really quickly. I have these from Planner Press, and it just has like different months of the year. So it starts in January, I guess it goes this way, January through June, and then July through December. I did start with August just because that was the first full month that I actually had in this like insert setup, and so I have the tab right here. I'm gonna start with that and then just keep going and keep adding more months in the future. So you guys have seen some of these Plan With Me's. I'm in August right now, so this is one of my first August spreads. I have a ton of these pages because, like I said, this is my most used insert, just because this is like for filming Plan With Me's and stuff like that, and that's like my main method of planning, or at least like memory keeping. So at the very end of it, I just have this paper. This one is from Michaels, and then same thing here. The back was white and everything was looking really stark and white. So I did just add on this other paper, which I believe this is also from like a Michael's paper pack from a while back. But so these just go back and forth. I think this is the only thing in my planner that's not like the full A5 wide size, and I kind of like having it, so I might be adding in more like A6 pieces or like A5 non-wide sized pieces just to kind of mix it up and just add different things in here. But this is actually an L folder from Paper Kumiko, which I'm gonna take it out really quickly. So this is the folder, so it's just L-shaped, so it just kind of opens up on the side. I did punch holes through it, and then I added just some stickers in here. So these were just a couple of samplers I had lying around that I kind of wanted to keep just available, I guess, for other pages in my inserts. So I really like this because it adds like different textures to my planner. So it's more like plastic, so it's like more similar to like the acetate style. And then the difference in size just makes it a little bit more interesting. So I'll definitely be thinking of like what are different things I want to add. Maybe I'll add in like different journaling cards that are different sizes and stuff like that, just to kind of add in more of a dimension, just so it's not as like bulky with just like really big pieces that are like full page length. This next section is for my general socials. So this is more so for like Love Shaira related stuff. So I want to start planning just like my content and stuff like that, just so I'm not like catching up most of the time. This is also from Milk and Berries Art. And then here is a vellum from Michael's. So rainbowy. I really like that. It just looks so cool, and then the texture is super cool as well. This section is actually, I think it's like a month, it's like a monthly insert from Miscellaneous printables. I think like up until this point, most of my inserts are literally Miscellaneous printables, but it's just the month with like checklists on the bottom. I will link it below as well, but I did just kind of cover these up with actual like die cuts. These ones are for sure stuck on as well. And then I have this like bottom washi style thing, Girl Boss Anna, so it's the Galaxy Boba one, and it looks so cute, and I obviously couldn't pass it off because it's Boba. That's the end of that insert. I don't have a lot of like decorative pieces in this section, so I'll probably be like beefing it up a little bit more as well. And then this last section is actually just a miscellaneous section. Since I only had 5 tabs in these like planner press things, I kind of wanted like the rest of it to just like be a mishmash of things that I'm like trying out, or I'm not sure if I'm gonna end up using it for a long time. So I just have this paper, again, I believe this is from Michael's, and then I have this order tracker, which is from Any Plans Printables. And like I said earlier, I don't use Any Plans inserts as often, only because I don't use my color printer for inserts. I think the main thing is I just like how my laser printer does like the flipping off pages. I just like how it flips the pages and all that. For some reason, my inkjet printer just doesn't do that as well, like aligning wise. I probably just need to figure out the right settings for it. But like for my laser printer, it's just more of like a one and done. It's really easy to just like tell it to print this thing, and then it just does it. So I think this insert, technically the cover is like pink and all that, but it obviously prints black and white because my laser printer is monochrome, so I've just kept it like that. But the actual inserts are actually black and white, and that's why I went with these. And this is just an order tracker. Like I said, I don't know how much I'm actually going to use that through like just time in general, so I'll see how I like it and then figure out if I need like a specific section for something like this. And then again, I guess this last section for miscellaneous just doesn't have a lot of like inserts and like dashboard things, so I'll probably be adding a little bit more as I go. But so this is just a vellum from Kittenish Girl Jess, and I just printed this on vellum myself. It printed so nicely and I really love it, and I kind of want to use it everywhere now, so that's just there. But the rest of it is actually just dot grid paper, which I got from Etsy. Or it was a printable that I got from Etsy, and then I just cut it out and punched it in myself. Like I said, my general like setup, like it evolves, and I never end up sharing these things because I always feel like I'm never done, but I feel like I'd rather just give you guys an update now anyways. At the very back, you guys have seen me use this insert before. I use these more for like challenges or some pre-planning now, just because I mainly use like my actual ring inserts, but this is from Wonton in a Million. I did stick on this vinyl, which is actually from Planning Kalo. So she was doing some custom vinyls a while back. I don't think she's open right now, but like definitely check out her Instagram in case she kind of takes orders again. But this is available for me to just kind of use it for like pre-plans. I'm not going to go through that too much just because those are more private, but for like challenges like this leftover spread, which I did, if I'm like duplicating plans or like trying something out, like mock plans and stuff like that, I might be using something like this more. So that's just going to be that. And the nice thing is, like the other inserts, these are actually undated, so it's just kind of nice to have them all in one spot. I do end up taking these out whenever I use it, just because this is a situation I was talking about earlier where if I open this up, it doesn't lay flat because of the rings. And so it just makes sense to like take the whole thing out and then just plan with it on its own. So I don't know how I feel exactly about like general like TN style inserts at the back of the cloud. I know that's like the whole thing that it was made for, but it just isn't my thing as much, I guess. In the back pocket, really quickly, there's not much going on here, but I did show you guys these like tabs that I have from Planner Press. I have these pens on the pen loop. And then last random thing I have in here, it's really hard to see that it was even in there. This is just kind of just some I guess it's not acetate, it's just some laminate that I've made from that same 7mm laminate that I've made a lot of like my little covers on. But I plan on using this kind of like a pencil board. So say if I was trying to write on like this monthly page and there's a bunch of stuff going on behind it because of like sticky notes or other like textured things that I put on, I just want to put it behind so that I can actually write. Sorry you guys, we're out of focus, but I just have this like clear, transparent like pencil board, I guess. So it just stays flat. It just stays in the very back of my planner so that if I was writing on this paper and there was a lot going on the next couple of pages, it wasn't as smooth because of like sticky notes or other like decorative things I put in here. I just wanted to have that so that I can write on it. But so I just keep that in the very back pocket. And like I said, my setups generally evolve over time as I kind of add things in, but I figured I'd share like my initial setup and then maybe like give you guys an update on it a couple of months down the line so you guys can see like just how much it's changed, what kind of worked for me, what didn't work for me, like what themes I kind of go with in the future. But so I am actually moving things out of this planner over the next like month or so, because I think in October I might transition to like more of a fall theme, and I am actually going to move it into another cloud planner like I mentioned earlier, but in a different color. But so my next cloud is actually still in the dust bag. It's just been sitting here because I've had it for quite some time. And I haven't even like taken the like stuffing thingy out. But so this one's mine. But I will actually be giving away one of these to you guys on my Instagram. So once you guys kind of see this video, the giveaway should be up on my Instagram. And I only did that because I find it easier to do giveaways over there. So just make sure to look for my Instagram in the description below if you don't follow me already on there. So this is the Aura Estelle Cloud in Frosted Pearl. So it's this just white shimmery color, super pretty. And I'm gonna be using this probably for the fall and winter probably. Only because while I love my lilac cloud, I feel like the more spreads I have that are more like orangey and yellow and more just warm toned, I wanted a different colored planner for it. I don't know, I feel like especially if I take photos of my planner, it just kind of doesn't match, and I feel like that would bother me. But so I have two clouds now, but I have a second one of this Frosted Pearl to give away to you guys. So definitely look for my Instagram below if you don't follow me on there already. But yeah, definitely check that out. So we'll be planner twinning for the next few months while I use this for the next couple seasons. Yeah, so that was my general setup right now in my Aura Estelle Cloud. Probably over the next few weeks, I'll be transitioning over like those inserts that you guys just saw and moving it in here. And then I'll probably update you guys if anything significantly changes. I don't know if it'll change too much for the fall. Maybe it will. We'll see if I feel like actually updating it for the fall. I do love fall, so I'm really excited for that. But yeah, we'll totally see that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this flip through of my lilac cloud. And like I said, check out the links below so you can see the giveaway on my Instagram. But I will see you guys next time. Bye.